Hi everyone, I'm JC of the Mindful Awakening, and this is Mindful Mondays. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Good morning, happy Monday. Oh man, it's the start of a new week. Today is April 26th, and this is my first episode of a new series I'm starting called Mindful Mondays, where I take you guys through all of the things that I do in order to get prepared to start my week off in the most powerful and loving way that I can. When I first started my spiritual journey, I realized that what was missing for me in my daily routine was carving out specific time in my day dedicated only to me, to getting back in tune with myself, to staying present, to setting my intentions in order for me not to lose myself in the busyness of the work week. And so throughout time, I've kind of perfected what works for me. This might not work for you, but I figured I would share because when I first started out, I had no idea what I was doing. And it actually took conversations, really deep and honest conversations with some people in my life at the time who shared what worked for them. And in their sharing, I realized if I just tweaked a certain few things, that I could find something that worked for me. And it's been about a year and a half now that I've been pretty consistent at what I do. And I feel, ooh, I don't know what that was. Morning noises, I don't know. As I was saying, it's been about a year and a half that I've been consistent with this, and it has made a difference for myself in the way that I experience my life. And I figured I would just take the time to share this with you all. So, my mornings, my Mondays specifically, consist of a couple of things. Start off every day with a beautiful cup of coffee. So, if you don't have your coffee or tea or water, whatever you drink in the morning, protein shake, go and get that now. But yes, I'm drinking a nice cup of Joe this morning from my Nespresso machine. And then I will always start off with a morning card pull. If you follow me on Instagram, my information will be down in the description box below. I always do a daily card pull. Sometimes, if I'm just not having the best day, because I'm still human too, I might miss like a day of posting online, but I still will pull for a general energy card pull. So I'll do a card pull in the morning, and then I'll journal about 3 pages every day. Depending on the cards that I'm using, sometimes the cards that I use have like journal prompts, and I'll use those to start my writing off. And then after I journal, I will sage my place or use Palo Santo. Here's my sage right here, and my Palo Santo that I keep together. And I'll sage my whole space, and then I'll get ready to meditate. And if I can get it in the morning, if I got up early enough, I'll try my best to do at least a 10-minute meditation. Some days, it's just a rough day. You had a rough night the night before, and one just doesn't cut it. So there are some times where I will actually double up on my guided meditations, do one for even half an hour sometimes, just depending on how I'm feeling. And in the meditations, I'll then close off, I guess, my morning ritual with positive affirmations. And I'll use the positive affirmations to help me manifest whatever it is that I'm looking forward to for the rest of the week. Oh, one thing I forgot in my journaling, I will also make sure to write out goals. And that's really important for me. Goals, like writing goals out, sometimes doesn't work for people, but I just find that the way that I manifest, I have to write things out. There's something about scripting that really works for me. I suggest you guys try it out, see if it works out for you as you develop your own routine. But I will write out 2 personal goals that I want to accomplish for myself in that week. And they might be self-care goals, like unplug for one evening in the week, or take a bubble bath, or work out, or go take a 30-minute walk outside and get some fresh air, because I am working from home. I live in Toronto. We're in the middle of a stay-at-home order right now, and I am working from home. And so I'll write out 2 personal goals and then 2 professional goals that have to do with work. And then I will also include 2 relationship goals, and that could be including anybody. relationship goals with a partner, relationship goals with a friend, even just like catching up with someone I haven't talked to in a while, reaching out to family, spending quality time with family, that sort of thing. Or maybe it might just be like, a conversation you've been putting off for a while and putting that down on your list of things that you need to do. Of course, there's so many other things that happen throughout the week where you'll have to make adjustments to accommodate for what shows up. And that being said, for me, the two goals in all those three categories really helps to keep me accountable so that in the grand scheme of life, I am still moving in purpose every day and making the most of my time, which, time is the most valuable thing. Even though it's an illusion, there is no real such thing as time. The impacts of deadlines and time still really matter to me. And so today I figured, you know what? I'm going to take you guys on this journey as I get ready in the morning. Oftentimes I will grab my phone and turn on a YouTube video and listen to other astrologers and listen to other tarot card readers. And I have so many favorites and I'll list them down in the description box below. But lately I'm back with Eat, Read, Love Sal Biadora. He's like amazing. I follow him. I've been following him for a while, and sometimes I'll listen to his readings in the morning. Or you guys know my favorite, David Palmer. There's so many people. Amber Khan of The Quietest Revolution. There's so many people that I've been following throughout all my years in this spiritual work. And they listening to them as I'm getting ready really helps me to get my mind right. So hopefully I can be that for you guys too. As you can see, I'm in my morning robe and I'm about to sip some coffee. If you have your drink, cheers. Looks like we cheers for everything on this channel. How do you guys take your coffee? Some days I take my coffee black, other days I'll throw in some. I'm guilty of like the flavored cream. Those flavored coffee things. Yeah. All right, guys. Okay, so I have my tarot deck here. We are using the Light Seers tarot deck. This is going to be a general collective reading, an energy update for the week of April 26th to May 2nd. Please show us what we need to see for the divine feminine, divine masculine energies. I'm going to be pulling 4 cards for this general spread, and we're going to clarify with the Work Your Light Oracle as well as Compass cards. And all the decks that I'm using will be listed in the description box below if you guys wanted to purchase your own copies. All right, so we ended up getting 5 today. For this week, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. We have the Devil in reverse. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the King of Swords upright. All right, so what I'm getting, some of us may be feeling like we just can't catch a break. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse followed by the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, man, I'm just waiting for my ships to come in. I'm waiting to receive all of the fruits of my hard work and labor. If this has to do with relationship, you might be feeling like, you've been working really hard at trying to understand your partner, at trying to hold space for them as they go through whatever it is that they're working through. This is struggling to continue to honor yourself and your truth, whatever that means, while still holding space for other people in general. And I get the feeling here that you're starting to grow very tired. You've been doing this for a long time and you're waiting to feel like all of the time, work, and effort you put into these relationships, when is it ever going to be worth it? Now, the good news I have for you guys is that we also have the Wheel upright, followed by the Devil card in reverse. Whatever negative self-talk that you've been participating in, whatever negative behaviors, habits, energy that's been surrounding your personal relationships is now coming full circle. So as long as you have been consistent in the efforts you've been putting in these relationships, I know it hasn't felt like things have come full circle. And I promise you, this week, you'll probably start to feel the energy slowly start to lighten up. If you've been feeling really negative, really down, um, you know, overthinking, overanalyzing, feeling like you need to do the things that feel safest. And some of the things that feel safest might be, cutting people off, ghosting others, getting angry, getting upset, reacting to how people make you feel. I think that's finally going to come to an end. Um, you're finally going to say, all right, I have a choice here. This is really triggering for me because it's not happening according to my timing. And I want things to happen faster. And with the devil card, which can also represent a Capricorn, it's a slow moving earth sign energy. It just takes a little bit of time. But the beautiful thing about the devil card, um, and with Capricorn energy, is that even though it takes a second, 9 times out of 10, it's so worth it because at the end of the day, it's very stable energy. And I think the question here now is, why is there such a need to control the outcome? That's what I would journal about. What's the fear? What's the fear? And why is it that we are so fixated on the outcome of whatever it is that we've been doing in this particular relationship? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse as well, coupled by the King of Swords. You're gonna have to speak up. You're gonna have that conversation. If you've been passively aggressively dealing with a person or playing mind games or using strategy in order to get a specific outcome, it's not working anymore. Stop doing that. That's low vibe shit anyway. And that's manipulation. And anytime you try to manipulate people into getting a specific outcome back, no, 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 because karma sucks, and that's gonna come around full circle. And you also have the wheel. You don't want to be doing that. Don't play into your fears, because real talk, that's really what I'm getting from this reading this week. It's not even about the other person. This is all learning lessons, right? So if you really believe that we're all connected for a reason, we're all connected in order to get specific lessons from one another, then what's the lesson here for you in this relationship that's giving you some trouble, right? Is there a fear that you might not get the outcome that you desire from this person? And is that why you feel a need to maybe tap into some devil energy and get a little bit manipulative in order to guarantee that your heart won't be broken or that you won't be disappointed? And if that's the case, the good news is the wheel is finally upright. So whatever you've been waiting for is finally going to come. You're no longer going to feel left out in the cold. And the only way for you to do that is to speak your truth. The King of Swords does not mince words. The King of Swords will tell you what's up. And it's time for you to tell the person you're in relationship with what's up. Same situation with work. This just showed up for me in the reading as a love situation, but in work, it might be time for you to just speak your truth. Maybe you've been dealing with a boss or a work situation where you've been working really hard, paying your dues, thinking, oh man, when is my time going to be up? And you just haven't gotten the praise that you've wanted from your boss. And as a result of that, maybe you're thinking, okay, time to manipulate my way through things. And that's not going to give you the outcome that you're desiring. Manipulation won't get you very far. I can tell you that much. And so you're being called to speak your truth. If you just tell your boss how you feel, if you just speak up and advocate for yourself, that's no longer going to make you feel like you're being taken advantage of at work. I must say, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Tower card. Now, I know the Tower is scary. And what I am going to say to you is, don't fear the Tower. It is the grounding energy at the bottom of the deck, but what this is really signaling to me is that this week is going to be a very, very powerful week in terms of manifesting a new chapter in your life. This doesn't have to be a breakup. This doesn't have to be you leaving your job. I know we're just in the middle of full moon energy. Today is the full moon in Scorpio, so you are going to be triggered with a lot of very deep emotional things. But what I'm getting mostly from this Tower card energy really is, sorry, I feel like I'm getting downloads, really is shaking your own foundation to the core. It's not about shaking the foundation that you have with a partner or in your job. It's about shaking your own foundation. It's about dealing with your own garbage that no longer serves you. These like limiting belief systems, these negative ways of thinking, these old habits that just produce the same results over and over. And you continue to choose acting this way because it's safe and you could predict the outcome. And being able to predict the outcome makes you feel like that's probably the safe answer. And I'm sorry, boo boo, but you always feel unfulfilled every time you choose those things. So you got to stop doing that and start listening to your higher self. Start listening to the trauma that's at work behind all of these actions, behind all of these low vibe things that you continue to choose for yourself. It's no longer serving you. I don't feel like this is a breakup. I don't feel like this is you quitting, leaving a job, blowing up your life into shreds. I'm not getting that. I think you're going to be tempted to do that because it feels safer, but this really is calling you to destroy these structures in your life and the way that you perceive yourself in your life in order to rebuild yourself, your relationship with yourself from the ground up. And the card that fell out with the Work Your Life Oracle is this one: align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Holy. I'm just, yeah. Soak that in for a sec, you know? What is not in alignment? What is not aligned or needs to change? For some, it could be a person. I'm not going to rule it out completely. For some, you could be blowing up your life. You could be moving. You could be leaving a job. You could be breaking up with your partner, getting a divorce. You could be doing all those things. True say, you could be. I'm not going to rule that out. And it's not even about that type of action. The energy I'm really getting is internal. What is it inside of you that's no longer aligned? Where is it that you've been playing small and choosing to keep doing these negative things that never gave you good results, and yet you continue to do them because, again, it's predictable, it feels safe, you might as well, because why not? Right? And to that I say, why not? Because it ain't working for you no more. So it's time to switch it up. Align your life. This has less to do with the people in it and more to do with the way that you experience yourself in it. Let's sip to that. All right, so that is the tarot pull. Before I journal, I will usually pull from this deck. This is the Compass Cards deck. I made a friend off of Instagram. Her name is Katie, who is the creator of this beautiful deck. I love them so, so much. I'm actually having a giveaway right now on my Instagram page. So if you guys are interested in getting your own copy or your own Compass card deck, definitely go follow me on Instagram. Look for that giveaway post and enter. But I love these cards because each card is an open-ended question that has to do with, again, the way we experience ourselves. These cards are everything to do with diving in deep and discovering what's in the way of us being in alignment with our lives. All right, I'm gonna see if anything pops out. Feel. How do you feel? Is it, I don't know if it's focusing. How do you feel? And at the bottom we have do. What's shifted? What is available to you now? And so what I would do is I would take these two cards. I would take these two cards with my coffee, and I would go and grab my notebook, and I would spend some time journaling on these two things. Like, really be honest with yourself. Like, journaling and morning routines should really be about recalibrating yourself so that you can accept everything that's meant for you. When you are not calibrated in the right way, think about it. It's like tuning a piano, for example. If a piano isn't tuned and you're playing a beautiful song, It's going to sound like garbage because the piano isn't tuned, no matter how perfectly you press down on those keys. Think about that in terms of how you deal with your life. Everyone needs to tune up a little bit. So I use my Monday mornings and my mornings in general to kind of tune myself so that I could play the most beautiful song of my life. And I encourage you all to do that too. So, how do you feel? Now, knowing what you know, getting this tarot card reading to set yourself up for a powerful Monday, how do you feel? What has shifted for you? And what is now available because of what has shifted? And it just takes honesty. Just takes honesty. I do have a couple of affirmations that I would use for this energy with shifting, with movement, with breaking down things that no longer serve us, old attitudes and behaviors that we need to clear ourselves from. My affirmation would be, I am open to receiving love. And you could repeat that with me. Try it with me. I am open to receiving love. It is safe for me to express how I truly feel. It is safe for me to express how I truly feel. I'm feeling the feels already. And welcome to my morning routine, to my mindful Mondays. Guys, I hope this episode resonated with you all. I hope these messages landed for you. Please do your best to set yourself up to have the most powerful Monday. And again, you are not going through this spiritual journey alone. Your girl's right here going through it with you. And listen, there's a reason why I showed up in my robe. I'm just trying to keep it as real and authentic with you guys as possible. I got no crap on my face. I literally threw my hair up, sat down in front of my phone, which is my camera, and just started recording away. So I encourage you all, whatever you got to do to develop and cultivate that beautiful personal relationship with you and your higher self, I encourage you all, take this journey with me. I'm going to be back every Monday with a new Mindful Monday episode. I would appreciate a like, a comment, and a subscribe, or any comments down below. Please let me know if you enjoy this style of video. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to all of you, whoever's watching this video, for you to find the most beautiful space where you can exist in the most authentic way. I encourage you all to love yourselves fully, to love one another fully, and to use love, gratitude, oh my goodness, and holding space for one another as a way for you to experience your life. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Mindful Mondays, and I will catch you all in my next one. Bye.